Hello and welcome to Under the Hard Hat. This is a podcast for all things safety. My name is Brian Mesmer at Mesmer Safety on all the social medias, and today is Monday, March 13th. This week's Toolbox Talk, we will continue with our ladder safety awareness month, and this week we're talking about ladder inspection. So, without further ado, we'll get right into it. The biggest risk to a worker while working from a ladder is falling from an elevated position to the ground below. Inspecting the ladder before using the ladder will help reduce this risk. So, when do we inspect the ladder? Before we use. Two, we need to tag and remove from the job any damaged or defective ladders. So when we're inspecting, what are we looking for? We're looking for damaged or worn non-slip feet. That's the bottom of the ladder. Loose screws, bolts, or nuts, loose or faulty spreaders, locks, or metal parts, cracked, split, worn, or broken rails, braces, steps, or rungs, rough or splintered surfaces, corrosion, rust, oxidization, I got it, and excessive wear, especially on the treads, twisted or distorted rails, missing identification labels. In addition to the items above, on extension ladders, also look for loose, broken, or missing extension locks, defective locks that do not set, sufficient lubrication on the working parts, defective cords, chains, or ropes, missing or defective pads or sleeves. If you're using a fixed ladder, look at these things: the tread condition for both the ladder and your work boots, and fall protection anchor points if those are available. And that's it. So basically, if you take nothing away from this podcast, when do you look at the ladder or inspect the ladder? It's best to look at it before you use it. So if you have any questions about this topic or any suggestions for future topics, by all means, reach out to me, or you can reach out to your company safety director. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to get all the automatic downloads. How do you do that, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. You open up your Apple Podcast app, you go to the search bar in the lower right-hand corner, then you type in Under the Hard Hat, then you click on the check mark, and that subscribes you so you get automatic downloads. Be a friend, tell a friend about the podcast. Thank you for listening, and remember to be good and be safe. And if you cannot be good, at least be safe.